Boom, boom, boom. All right, where we at? Where we at? Where we at? We are in Restream. Oh crap! I'm trying to check to see if I'm up, and we are up. All right, so we are streaming. We are streaming to 8 locations again today, but this time we have replaced Instagram. We're testing out LinkedIn. LinkedIn has a beta feature for streaming, so we're giving that a shot. Why am I doing that? Because I noticed some funny stuff with my Instagram account since I started streaming. I use a tool or an app called Yellow Duck to stream to Instagram, and I've been getting security alerts on my IG. I've been pressed to sign into my account and use auth codes, extra auth codes, and all that stuff, and been getting prompted to secure my account the past few days, even more. So I'm assuming that's because of Yellow Duck. I got to do some research on that, but I figured I'm not going to put my account in jeopardy. Pardon me. So I'll stop doing sending this out to Instagram for right now. But yeah, as I've been doing for the past 7 days now. This is day 7. I am going to 2 Twitter accounts, GRYSKLL and Dragon's Pitchfork. I'm going to 2 Facebook locations. That's the GRYSKLL page and the Dragon's Pitchfork page. Actually, a third, my personal page in Facebook. And then I'm also going to the Dragon's Pitchfork YouTube channel as well as the GRYSKLL YouTube channel. What I'm doing is called Getting It Together. This is a project or an endeavor I've been wanting to do for a while now, and I've been trying to figure out how to do it. What the premise is me giving you near real-time documentary on me getting it together, trying to transition from the old tech standard work life that was driving me crazy and nearly put me in a hole into doing what I love, pursuing my passions for a living. And my passions involve supporting and providing assistance to other creators and people in need. Uh, Long story, we'll get into that another day. I want to make these, if you don't know already, my goal is to make these 10 minutes or less so that I can dump them on TikTok and so I can get used to being more terse and succinct in sending my messages out to the world. So let's run through it. I think I'm going to try and do this tip of the day, tip of the week thing more often. So today, my tip of the day is kind of cliche. A lot of people, you already know this for the most part, probably, but trust your intuition. If you get a feeling in your gut about something, an opportunity, a person, if you have a funny feeling, it's for a reason. Trust it and move accordingly. Not a whole lot more to add to that. Just take care of yourself. It's part of self-care. Um, Speaking of self-care, this is probably not a transition for that, but I'll probably find some way to time together. Yesterday had empanadas from DMV Empanadas, man. This is not an ad. If y'all see this from DMV Empanadas, I want to check. I'm just playing. But they had some delicious veggie empanadas. Let's see, we had a pesto and cheese one and a vegetable joint. Delicious, man. I loved them, loved them, loved them. It was perfect for my day yesterday. Um, we had the empanadas. We went to the Memorial Park to visit Yanni's father. It was the 6th anniversary of his passing. Rest in power, brother. Uh, can't thank him enough. Couldn't thank him enough. We spent a lot of time talking about the things we're thankful for and grateful for to him. I never met him, but I am grateful to him for a lot. I mean, a lot of his teachings, a lot of his lessons, a lot of his efforts help have been helping me become more and more of a person that I'm happy to be, and I'm more and more proud to be. Although I don't like the word pride because pride kind of leads to ego, and ego is something I'm trying to make sure I get a good, strong understanding of and a good handle on my own and how to deal with others. But yeah, man, we after the Memorial Park ran to the crib um and grabbed some things. I was grabbing some records and because we wanted to listen to the turntables, I was hooking up her aunt's turntable and everything for her. And So we decided to grab some records. And what's funny is the fourth record I grabbed, I only grabbed four records. The fourth one I grabbed was Earth, Wind, and Fire's Gratitude. And yesterday, I don't celebrate Turkey Day, but gratitude is always the theme on that day because, I think it's important every day to do it, but that day especially to remind myself how important gratitude is. And Yanni and I both kind of made that our thing to focus on that day and make that a day of gratitude. Um, Even though, a lot of what other people may be celebrating on that day is hurtful to others who've been historically hurt and damaged by what is being celebrated on that day. But the thankfulness, I think, is universal, and gratitude is, I think, universal, and that's something I think is worth focusing on. Um, Off of that day, right? Um, Something else that was dope this morning. I bumped into an interview of Large Professor, one of my favorite producers and MCs from the '90s. Man, he was in a group called Main Source. They put out a song called "Looking at the Front Door." It's always been really low key. He's involved in things like the early Eric B. and Rakim albums. He was involved in the production side there, and he's been involved in a whole bunch of things. If you talk to or do interviews with most hip hop producers who've been in the know for the past 20 years or so, I guess, who have at least 10, 15 years experience, most of them, if not all of them, will know about Large Professor and respect him and appreciate him. So it's dope to see an interview with him because one of the things he said in there was in the interview, he's in an interview with the Ghetto Boys, was that the industry just wasn't meant for me. And I identify with that a lot. I really do. Like I've never been the type of person I think that would have ever done well with industry politics, and I think that turned me off of trying to do music professionally a long time ago, and played a role in why I didn't put my all into pursuing some sort of career in the hip hop space. I'm sure my skills could have allowed me to do it, but my heart wouldn't have allowed me to do it. I trust people too much. I care about people too much, and you got to kind of cut off. You got to really manage and temper your empathy, and you you can't give too much because you'll get taken in that space. So it was dope to see him say that, and that just reminded me more and more of something that E. Green reminded me of when he came on this episode of his first appearance on GRYSKLL. He said that he kind of models himself, wants to model himself. I don't want to quote him. I'm not completely quoting him, but he respects and appreciates Clarence Avant's path. And I remember after watching that Clarence Avant documentary a couple years ago, I felt the same way. Like, I feel like my one of my strengths is helping put people together who are really, really talented. I identify genius and I point geniuses to one another that I think should engage and work together. It's a lot of what I've been doing with HFR, with GRYSKLL, before HFR, long before HFR. And I think it's something I want to figure out, see if I can do on a more regular basis. So thanks to Large Professor for reminding me. Thanks to E Green for saying it out loud because I never said it out loud before, and it definitely resonates. Um, and I think I'm getting close to identifying how I can create a service that I'll be advertising on my website and that I'll actually be selling to do this. I think I've got a little bit more prep I want to do for it before I talk about it in more detail. But I'm at a stage right now where I'm looking at how to provide services and things to generate income, along with looking for other methods and working on all these other methods, including grants for the HFRs and GRYSKLLs and stuff, but also revenue generating activities, services, products. Um, but I'd much rather be focused on helping creators feel better about themselves, get more engaged with their creativity, and do more. Especially do more that might help them be able to make a living off of what they love without losing the love for themselves and the activity of the craft that they practice. Um, but next, Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special that came out today. I'm excited about that because if you know me, you know everything Marvel I check out. I don't get excited about a whole lot of it. Haven't gotten excited about a whole lot of it from Phase 4, to be honest. From TV shows to movies. But I will say I watched Wakanda Forever again the other day, and I enjoyed it more this time. The first time I was kind of numb because there was a lot of emotional stuff that was trying to happen on the screen, and my default reaction I've noticed when my emotions are being triggered or when I'm people are going for that heartstring is I've got that steel up thing, and I don't want that to be the default of the norm because love is how we make things happen. Love is how we change things. But yeah, I'm excited about the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. I'm hoping that's going to be one of the more exciting things from Marvel. I don't know if that's Phase 4. This may be Phase 5. I don't know, but I'm excited about watching this because the last thing that Disney Plus dropped in the Marvel space, Werewolf by Night, was crazy. That's my favorite thing from Phase 4 of Marvel. And I don't even know if that's counted as a Phase 4 um, visual or a Phase 4 event, to be honest. And I wonder if this is an in phase event as well. It's a good question. I guess I'll find out later. Um, but beyond that, man, just a couple quick reminders. Mental maintenance is this Sunday. We will have a couple guests on there with us, Homer Reed Jr. and Devin Gann. They will be talking about autism, ADHD, and unmasking. And I believe both of them found out as adults um, that they deal with autism and ADHD, and it's something I've been curious about with myself in a lot of ways. So I'm gonna learn in this space and see, if there's a need for me to go do some testing or get some evaluation, because I understand that once you understand that you're affected by these things, it makes it a lot easier for you to, let me not say it makes it a lot easier, but it could provide you a path for figuring out how to work more efficiently, effectively, and make your life easier overall. So excited about that. Sunday, 4 p.m., NFT Voices, at NFT Voices is the account on Twitter. So check us out if you get a chance. Uh, Hopefully you learn something and feel good. It's a safe space. Mental maintenance is a safe space. We host every week. I think we've missed 1 week in the past few months, and we want to make sure we're going to continue hosting throughout this season. Let me check and see where we are time-wise, just to make sure I stay under this 10 minutes. We are at 11. Oh, too bad. All right, so skip the 10 minutes thing. Am I going to close with anything else? Hey, Broken Air Arrows still not mixed. That episode of GRYSKLL did not edit it yesterday. It was a holiday yesterday, so no work was done. And NFT Backstories, that episode is still not scheduled, so I'll probably work on trying to schedule that this week. The Broken Arrows mix, probably won't be looking at that until maybe tomorrow at the earliest, because I got quite a few things on the calendar today, including, well, I don't want to talk about that one, don't want to talk about that one, and yeah, some secret stuff. But a couple things to look out for. The SDLA virtual farmers market soft opening on Spatial. That's the metaverse. That is happening tonight, man. My man Expo is doing that, and we're there to support. Expo is doing full plate NFTs where he feeds people in Chicago with 80% of the proceeds from the sales of these NFTs. He's got 3 meals I think he's delivering this weekend. Excited to say. And this SDLA Farmers Market is just another one of his efforts to help use the metaverse to generate revenue and do some good. So come join the Twitter space. You can go to my account to get see what the retweet is. Or you can follow X. He's at Xbohiti, XBOHITI. I'm at Dragon's Pitchfork, and that's DRAGONSPITCH, the number 4 RK on Twitter. And one other thing on Twitter is the weekly Rap Head space. Follow at Rap Token XYZ on Twitter to find that space. We do those at 7 p.m. By the way, that farmers market is at 6 p.m. But the Rap Head space is at 7 p.m. We'll be talking about the mixtape some tonight. I'm not sure if we'll have a guest. It's a holiday week. But we'll just catch up with the community and spend some time with them. I don't know if we're focusing on any guests this week, to be honest, because of the holiday, but we are going to catch up with the community, whoever's available, and say what's up. I jumped on Discord last night and caught up with a few of the fellas from the community just to say what's up. They were working on some really dope stuff for the mixtape. because we've already hit the deadline for submissions for the mixtape. So they're working on setting up a voting system, an anonymous voting system for the mixtape for people who may be uncomfortable, giving their honest opinions to others. And it allows us to, I think, deliver the best possible product if we get as many opinions from the people involved on the pieces and songs, so that we make sure that we put our best foot forward without overthinking it. It's the Don't Overthink It mixtape. Again, follow at Rap Token XYZ on Twitter to catch the space. You can also follow King Mizzo, who is the founder of Rap Token. He may be launching the space from his account. Because you launch from an account you want to launch from your account that has the most followers if you can. That way you bring more people to the space. The more people, the space gets advertised to more people, and we are looking to grow the community with people who love the culture of hip-hop and who care about who want to make an impact socially. So 7 o'clock p.m. on Twitter, the Rap HEADZ Twitter space. That, I think, is it. Trying to stay shorter and shorter each day. I missed my 10-minute mark, so I am out. You all have a good day. And yeah, I don't do Black Friday, so I'm not gonna wish anything but safety during this Black Friday thing. I think we need to kill this whole consumerism thing, and we need to really, in the Black community, kill how much money we spend on frivolous stuff, especially when we're being herded into shopping for activities like Black Friday. But that's conversation for another day. You all have a good day. Peace.